Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I got into a combat with an NPC and I was like, I can't stop killing him. I have to just keep killing him. What's up, everybody? I'm doing some more Legion remix. Alright, so that was actually kind of a tough fight. Don't want to waste my time doing this quest. Maybe I'll come back to this quest when I'm high level. Wait, Savage Windcaller? He's a Windcaller? Let's see. She has... okay. Back off. Oh shit! There it goes. Hit myself. Reincarnation. Okay. Savannah. Okay. See on my who was the next one out here? Punchy Lou. Yeah, I'll come back to this quest. I'm gonna run some dungeons while I do some. While I do some missions. Go back to. I haven't even finished Asuna yet. I gotta go back to that. Head of the Snake. Let's go do that one. Yeah, like first few days was choppy. Sub, hey, what's up, JDS? How you doing, buddy? Let's go back. Queue up for dungeons and then do some raiding too, and just do LFR. Have you been playing Remix? Oh, wait, did I get the daily? I gotta go back and see if I got the... I might still have the daily. Oh, oh, nice. Oh, is this an elite? Or is she just strong for no reason? Just start slapping her silly. Ah, I'm rooted. Damn, everybody's already out of this area. Does it? Because, I mean, I'm just sniping your shit right now. I gotta say, I love leveling up a shaman right now. Momentum, bronze. Do I want to do the hate coil stuff? You know, I might as well do the dailies while I'm in this area too. I should go back to the Infinite Bazaar. Not gonna read any of this. Just.
Why did you and your men come to my aid? I thought you despised me.
We saw what you did.
Any elf with the courage to stand up against the queen herself is worth following.
The first they're both actually. They've got
Yours to command once more, my prince.
I got the first two available. What are they? The Trial of the Emerald Nightmare and the Trial of Valor. I've already run through it. You can run through it, thankfully, multiple times. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do the whatchamacallit since I'm here, waiting for my queue to pop. How long is the queue? 8 minutes? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, there's nobody questing in this area. Get back. All right, what part of that is supposed to, knock him back? Yeah, LFR gear is pretty good. I mean, it doesn't last because I'm not max level, so it just gets replaced. I love being able to cast and move. What the fuck? You see that, right? Like, he is popping in and out. What are they doing? How are they popping in and out of existence like that? With abilities I shouldn't be able to kite with. Oh, yes. I don't like it. I was like, it's first time I played this, we had connection issues, so I only got an hour in. But if you're watching, you get, if you can watch for 4 hours, you get some kind of drop from it. I don't know. I think it's another transmog turtle shell or some shit. No shit. I didn't realize, retail shamans had it so easy compared to classic shamans. My buffs aren't here anymore. I don't have Rockbiter anymore. My shield doesn't last for only 3 hits. Leveled up. But then again, I'm not playing... I'm not playing Enhancement. I'm playing Elemental. That's right. That's why my shields aren't. Bro. Get away. Is that what they're doing? Damn, that sucks. I mean, I'm okay with that, though. There's nothing... What more are we going to get? What else are we going to get from Classic? It's Classic. What are you expecting? Classic TBC? Now, what server are you playing on, though? Are you playing on... Are you playing on Season, or are you playing on Classic Era? Because that's actually where I am. I'm staying on Classic Era. That's where I'm leveling up. That's where I'm leveling up my Shaman on Classic Era. I don't want to level any more characters on on a server that's just going to disappear after a year. After 2 years, it's gone. Firemaw EU PvP era. Wow. Okay. PvP era. Classic era? Why do I even have this shield move if I don't use it? Oh, let's see what dungeon it is. I don't care. I'm gonna run through dungeons in LFR today. I need to try to get my... Damn, I just leveled again! Okay, Eye of the Storm. Maelstrom, let's see. Reduce the Maelstrom cast of the Earth Shock and Earthquake. Okay. Yeah, you gotta find the right server. Woo! Oh my god, I haven't done these dungeons in forever. It doesn't matter. I want to see how this works. Remix dungeons were always fun. This is why I like it. I don't like Remix. It's because it removes all the restraints and just goes hardcore into like, oh yeah, you guys are just unstoppable heroes. And that's what I've said earlier too. Is like, you know what? Retail action needs to go in this direction. Come on, guys. I can't cast anything. Like, retail needs to go hard into this. Just go into the remix era of things or nothing else. Because, I mean, if you're going to make the seasonal, then I want to be the invincible hero who does all this cool shit with no restriction on it, you know? Just lean hard into the Diablo formula at this point. Why are you skipping things? I don't understand why you're skipping things. When you get momentum and you get... These people are stupid, man. If you're gonna skip shit, don't. Like, we get points for this, you know? We get points for doing this. Oh shit, don't hit the Rex. Okay. Ah. I can just spam lightning bolt. Yeah, that'd be nice if we had some Wrath of the Lich King era servers, but I thought that's where they were gonna stop. But we didn't. We just kept going. 287. Ooh. Okay, what I get out of these boxes?
No, I won't be doing that. I will find my own path and rejoin you on the other side. The Underking uses slaves to dig at the bones of my father. He does not know the powers he meddles with.
Why skip? Why are we skipping? We could go through all of this. I don't understand this mentality of skipping shit. Yeah, I don't want WoD Classic. That's why I'm not playing on. That's why I'm not playing on this the anniversary servers, because it's just gonna keep going. Oh my god. What I want, though, is actually I am looking forward to doing Shadowlands Remix. If they do a Shadowlands Remix, I am looking forward to that. Because they need nostalgia. They need the nostalgia bait. So you stay subscribed. I don't like, you know, private servers. Because they'll reset all your progress after a while, I believe. At least that's what I hear, so I was like, I really don't want to do that either.
Pay attention, Navarone. I want you to see your heroes die.
Boop.
High Mountain itself rises against.
That's what I hear, that they reset after so often. Because they have to reset the servers to defragment them or something. Infinite power, yes. I love it. Super Lebe, what's up, boss? Okay, I'm not gonna go against the group. Just I'm gonna skip easy mementos and shit too. I'll skip the momentums too.
To complete this summoning, our passage to Darkroom will be blocked.
I love being able. This is the one thing I like. It's like I really like being able to run and cast chain lightning. But I really miss totems for shamans. I can pop a totem, but it's not, you know, it's not the same. Oh, he's solo.
Sorry, heroes. It appears the treasure you seek will be found on the other end of this beast.
We must go through its anus.
You were prophesied to seize my hammer. But then
Oh my god, look at all these momentums that we're not collecting.
witness the fate of those who stand against one worthy of wielding the power of a titan.
I am sorry, heroes. I must leave you. Yet know this. I have witnessed your deeds with the Primal, and I am sure you will not fail Hatemonger in this final hour.
50 Valja soul fragments. Yeah, just toss this all back there. Toss the lightning back. Toss it back for Jesus.
I will break this world asunder before I let you take my hammer. The mountain will gnaw on your bones.
Yeah, but I also... They do look crisp. They do. I will say that. But I will also say the same thing everyone else is saying. It got too cartoony. Compared to, like, if you look at Classic and how kind of, like, it was trying to go fantasy realism, and then compared to, like, just cartoony that it's gone to now, it's like, yeah, you can really see the difference.
How is this possible?
And then when it's revealed that...
The hammer never
Looking for High Mountain... Ooh.
seeks a wielder who possesses true strength, and you were found lacking.
What was I going to say?
done, heroes. With Darkroom dead and the hammer reclaimed,
Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say because I got distracted by the shiny.
now begins the long task of reuniting our tribes. But balance has returned to Hatemonger.
That's going on automatically. That. Bam, bam, bam. It does. It feels very Disney. Damn, you get so much... No wonder why they had to increase the cap. I was looking at it because day one you get in, the cap was 500,000. That's what the cap was. Whee! And then the next day, and then day two when I get in, the cap went from 500,000 to 2 million. I was like, what happened? I blinked. Let me go back to... Let me use this. Oh, I have a limit of these. I didn't realize. I thought they were just infinite. But yeah, what was I saying earlier about Shadowlands Remix? That's something I'm actually looking forward to. Imagine going back to Shadowlands and Shadowlands being fun. All right, into the fucking scrapper you go. Does he have? Do I have the daily that I still need to complete? Was it? I better not be the Eye of Ashara. Okay, so I've got. Yeah, I didn't do the daily and the reset. I don't get how the reset works. It's supposed to be you're supposed to do 6 and then you get this and then it gives you something, but all right, so I've got 56,000. Right, because I spent 40 on the letter that he has, trying to get all those done. Really, there's nothing I want to buy from them? I think maybe a mount or two is all I actually want. But I'm trying to get all these invitations and things done that I never did before. Alright, let me get my turn. How much? 8,000. Alright, let's get some more. Bam. Oh, don't get more. 6K, there we go. And get these new talents up. Back to Dungeon Finder. Do that. And do the return. Oh, man. Yeah, it went very Disney. It went Disney, it went woke, and I'm glad people are calling it out more and more now. A lot more people are like, yeah, this isn't what we want. You know, you've got the, I don't know if she's the black gay, one-armed, one-eyed she-boss that nobody likes. And then you got Khadgar in a fucking wheelchair for no reason. You gotta remember, Khadgar can still walk. He can canonically still walk. He just chooses to sit in the wheelchair because his dragon girlfriend made it for him. Oh, nice. And then Chris Benson came back. Well, because they have to. They have to cater to everybody now. They're trying to anyway. They're like, look, yeah, we get it. You don't like this. And the thing I like, but Remix is just a seasonal thing. It's going to be like Season of Discovery, where we're not getting any more of that. Sorry, people. They're not going to create another Warcraft. We should have one WoW. I came looking for man's butt. We should have one Warcraft. We're not going to have one Warcraft anymore. Until, here's the thing. We might. You know what? I take that back. We might get one Warcraft. If Midnight is going to be as hyped as it seems, I get to pick up my PC. Oh, nice. I hope it works for you today. I hope it works really well for you. Trust me, PC gaming is much better. But if Midnight works and it is hyped as it's looking to be, and I don't want to get into the mindset again because I got hyped for Shadowlands was the hype that broke me. But if Midnight is everything it promises, and the thing is, if you go back and we look at the Midnight trailer, the release trailer they had for it, which sucked. It was garbage. Factoring in a corrupted version of Windows. Oh, that sucks. Not the Sunwell, not that Sunwell bullshit that we saw. Not that one. The other one where they go through like the new things, the predator prey system, and all that. One of the things that was concerning to me was how much they talked about the neutral zone, the neutral inn zone for our peers. It's like, oh, look at this cozy new inn that we have here, and it's why are we focusing on this? This has nothing to do with it. We have tons of these. Dalaran's a neutral zone. The city of Dalaran is a neutral zone. You can go back to any version of those. We have tons of neutral zones for your RP players. Why was this inn? I think it just because it was the Hearthstone inn and that's it, and they were really focused on it. Yeah. Look, here's the thing, and I keep telling people this. People are like, oh, Dragonlance was good. No, it wasn't. The TWW was good. Like, no, it wasn't. neither one of these were good expansions. They were okay expansions. The thing is they're saying people are trying to hype these expansions up as being really good and really great is because we came from Shadowlands. We thought Warlords of Draenor was bad. We didn't see bad until we got to Shadowlands. And yeah, TWW sucks. It sucks so fucking much. But you have to look at it from this point. The only reason it was bad was because Chris Benson came back and he said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" If you remember, The War Within, the entire trilogy was packed into one expansion, and that was supposed to be this. This was supposed to be the retelling. It was supposed to be the retelling of the Warcraft story in one expansion, the whole story in one expansion. Chris Benson said, "You guys can't do this. This is really a bad idea." So he came in, karate chopped it, split it into 3. So we got The War Within, which has been scrapped to bare bones, just so it's something playable and something they can put out, is what I feel like. And now they have Midnight, which is looking better. And then we have The Last Titan still, which I don't think we've seen anything on that one yet. It does suck less dicks than Shadowlands, but it's still a terrible expansion. And this is, I'm not trying to be hyped and I'm not trying to say much, but I'm hoping that Chris Benson coming back. But even he's like, if you've seen his interviews, he's like, yeah, we're back, but I can't have the control I once had because we have to have this democracy in the studio. So he's constantly fighting with his team to get things done. You can look at that interview and you can just see like the fucking dead look in his eyes when he has to talk about his team. And when you have the developers talking about that transmog and endgame are the true end, that transmog is the true endgame of Warcraft, you know you're in trouble. Like they're trying to turn Warcraft into Second Life. If you want to play Second Life, so go play Second Life. Don't make Warcraft into that. Okay, I know I have a Asuna to do, but I'm not doing that right now. Let's go do all these quests so I can get out of Asuna. Oh. Explode them and touch these things. They are trying to get into a woke Disney sim. And it's really annoying because it's like, okay, look, if you want to make this about transmog and all that, then just follow the remix formula. Make everybody invincible, nobody dies. Everybody's just shooting lightning at the screen. Okay, collect 10 sailors. I'm not reading any more of the lore. Then just, make it a Diablo 4 clone. Where you're just running around being the invincible hero. There's no skill anymore. There's no urgency in any of this anymore. And then you can add all the dumbass transmog you want. And it's funny to me too because the transmog is becoming really gay. Like the male characters can wear all the female clothes. So you got orcs running around in like fucking mini skirts and stuff, and it's just like, why are we okay with this? But bikini chainmail is too unrealistic, and it's too not okay for the game to have anymore. It's like, okay, we can have this double standard. I don't want to. I'll call it out. It's stupid. If I have to see an orc male running around in a miniskirt, I should be able to see, the blood elf hot babe running around in a chainmail bikini and a thong. Give me that. Let me see that. Yeah, fucking. Let me see that, you goddamn pussies. Ah! Disruptor! Get back! Get back! You're too close! Oh, it popped. Good. Where did all these demons come from? Who keeps pulling them? Oh! Here's the thing. Let me see female Pandarans caked up cheeks in a thong. Just let me see that. How about that? Don't be a pussy. Because they need to be bullet sponge. Bullet sponge. They brought it into the retail.
Noble champions to enter
I realized that yesterday when I was playing off stream, and I was questing alongside a level. I was like level 20, and then the character was like level 66, and we were doing basically you could see the same amount of damage being taken off the enemy. So I was like, oh, none of this actually matters anymore. Not a bit of this matters. And I sat there and I was like, do I want to still keep giving this thing my money? I'm going to wait for midnight. I'm going to buy the collector's edition when I get a chance to. I don't know if I want to try the alpha. I think the alpha's over anyway. And I'm going to see. I'm going to see if it's worth the hype. And I think after, 20-something years of playing Warcraft, I might just call it quits if midnight doesn't live up to the hype. Yeah, I know. That's what I leveled up at Dragonflight, was a prot warrior. I was like, you know what? I want to try tanking. I've never tried tanking before. Let me try tanking. This sucks. This 100% sucks. Enemies take forever to down, and I cannot be killed because I can have so much healing. Why are we walking? This is Remix. We're fucking gods. Like, this is the least amount of we need anything other than just DPS. Like, I have moves that just shoot fucking rocks at my opponent. As long as you stay out of the fire, you're all right. All right, I'm now done. Give me my loot. This is the essence of what Remix is. Use that for the power up. Put a new ring on.
Defeat both Persia and Fenrir, and you will have proven your worth to me.
Why is this group going so slow? I leveled up again. Nah, you can't see anything. Hell, what was it? Playing out in the world, we were doing. We can kill everything. Hang on. Oh, we can kill it all. It's all worth experience and everything. Before I go into combat, let me apply this. I was leveling in. I was just doing open world stuff. Day one, and the amount of just no. It wasn't open world. It was raid. We were at what was his name? So we were at not Cenarius, Xavius. We were at Xavius. And the spells and the abilities were flying so hard and so much that the game started lagging. Everybody's game started lagging. We were just laughing because it's like, oh, there's so much shit going on at once from your abilities casting 50 other abilities. Xavius' health just demolished, but I mean, so did our FPS at the same time. Yeah, good. Like I said, Midnight has gotten my hopes up only because Chris Benson is back, and because of all the stuff they're talking about. Like they're doing a huge purging of talents, which I've been saying for years. Is that we need that purging of all these all these excess talents that we're not going to be using. And people were crying that we shouldn't purge the talents. And then somebody was like, "Oh, back in Legion, I played a hunter, and I had like 50 macros." And it's like, okay, so you're proving my point of why we need to purge a lot of these talents. Nobody does. Nobody trusts Blizzard. New Blizzard. Nobody trusts New Blizzard because New Blizzard has no fucking clue what it's doing. But like I said, Christmas is the only thing that gives me that fleck of hope that we're gonna get something good out of Midnight and out of Warcraft coming in the future. Like, they literally had to pull this man out of retirement. Okay, am I gonna have to lead? Is the Tauren gonna have? Is the Shaman gonna have to lead? Fine, I will blast everything with magic because you guys are being giant pussies. I now miss the groups that pulled everything without me having to say a thing. Just DPS everything down, guys. It's not that difficult. You know what? It's probably a brand new tank. That's exactly what it's probably a new tank. They think oh my god. Isn't the Shaman the tank? Yes, my child. The Earth Mother will guide us. The Earth Mother will guide us to victory. So saith I, Maelstrom. Yes, I am a mighty Tauren warrior. Shaman. Fucking go. Alright, I won't pull too much because this is a boss. Oh, there it goes. I think I might be losing frame. I shouldn't. There he goes. The tank is moving.
Only excited. All my life has led to this one glorious moment.
Oh yeah, because that's the fun part of Classic. If you guys know what you're doing, you can pull off all types of cool shit. In retail, you can't do that.
Their kind has no true honor, no true virtue.
Classic, you'll definitely find different ways to play something that you've gotten to already.
The ritual is not yet complete.
This is why I'm not using all my abilities. It's like, oh come on, I'm not gonna waste it all on mobs so that we can just AoE down. It is. You get a good group, and Classic becomes one of the best things to play. Oh, shit. Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm. Stop that from happening. Am I the only one casting interrupts?
The light shines eternal in you, Hersha.
I'm trying to read through right now. What was it? That new Warcraft. I read a lot of the Warcraft books.
I will not fail you, Aegir.
I'll send up my own tank. There you go, tank. Go get her. Oh, I almost walked through that. I almost walked back too far. It feels like maybe. Why am I the only one getting hit with this? God, what was that book? something storm. I don't know. It's the one about the dragonflight. So we're all just gonna skip being inside the safety bubble, huh? You know, the big bubble that's there for us to be inside and not die.
I am sorry, Ranger. I have failed you.
Is that Kyle? Why do you keep sending me fucking things on Instagram while I'm streaming? Okay. Alright, that was it up on the side, I believe. I did a bit of hardcore. Hardcore was fun for a minute. How do I forgot how to drop a pin so they could know which way we're supposed to be going. I can see. Yeah, all my reposts are glorious. Every repost I have on Instagram is great. Bam. All right, that's all out of the way. I guess I'll lead. I'll pull everything. That is not my job. Through the portal. I'm trying to also out level a reach. Oh shit. No, Reddit. Reddit's the best for that. As I was gonna say, I'm also trying to level a priest in retail, and God, is it boring. It's so boring. I don't know. I don't know why I'm giving this game my money anymore. I'll try to repeal it. You probably got banned if you got banned pre-Elon, then try to repeal it. Remember, Elon bought X now. It's his property. He can do whatever he wants with it. Yeah, definitely try to appeal it, and you can get your account back. Okay, I don't remember which way we're supposed to go, but I know we got to kill these wild animals. You probably want it. I'm telling you, Reddit. Reddit is the king of that. The internet is for porn. Post Elon? Oh, okay. He said, nah. Oh, well, he hates you. I don't know what you did to piss him off. Go buy a Tesla. Fenrir. Okay, and then, yeah, okay, so we're going to go kill Fenrir. I think it's just Fenrir. Yeah, they're getting rid of add-ons next expand. That's going to be great. That's definitely what's going to help. The CPU, at least, when playing this. Oh, pre-Elon bans don't count, because Twitter was run by 1,000 pussies at that point. I mean, X was run by 1,000 pussies at that point. You couldn't say shit on that platform without getting banned. Oh, shit. Okay, I locked for 6 seconds. Oh, we're on the hunt. Kill him. Please don't take my add-on. I'm okay with him removing like add-on. Again, if your screen has to have 50 add-ons to play the game, and then you know that just slows it down. I'm not for that. Okay, I'm following the tank. Tank is... Wait, no! Ah, shit. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pull everything. I'm gonna be a dick. Damn it, I got nature locked. Get these fucking wolves off me. I am definitely going to try playing on more RP servers, though. I do want to try more RP servers. Because, you know, they actually have the best events. I've always seen a lot of people talking so much good shit about the RP events and RP servers. No joke, Blizzard moves it like 5 years wasted their add-ons for me. Oh my god. How do you have that many add-ons? You've got to be shitting me. 82. You're joking. You have to be joking.
I look forward to meeting you within the Hall of Glory.
You make add-ons? Oh shit. Oh my god, your game must run like just I don't know. That's too much. I've got like maybe max of like 10 add-ons, maybe 15, but all of them are for the map. Well, no, I was also using heel clicks as well, because I was like, people were like, people were hating on the one button rotation, but oh, you know what? I could use the one button rotation too. I could put the one button because they have it. They have it in REMIX. I've just not tried it. I can have even less on my bar.
Your cries of anguish will echo through eternity.
That would be fun. That would be funny to do. Right, he's not gonna move. I can pop that. I should take this off my bar. Stormkeeper isn't needed. Charger. Next two lightning bolts deal 100%. Oh, okay. They do more damage. Never mind. Because I was like, oh, they don't do much, seeing as how I can already move and cast. Nah, I can't. I can't have my screen looking like you know, EA designed this game. Right. They are gonna try to turn this. If somebody doesn't come in and say Blizzard from itself, they're gonna turn this into just AFK Arena. Don't worry, the game will play itself. Just give us $15 a month.
Where they fail, we will succeed.
Oh, two of you. Okay. I don't like Shaman. Retail Shaman. Classic Shaman's great. Love my classic Shaman.
You have bested me. To the victor go the spoil. The aegis.
I just no. I in fact don't even like this. I want that health bar I see at the bottom of my character. That's all I want.
I too have proved my worth, Odin. I am God King Skovald. These mortals dare not challenge my claim to the aegis. The vanquishers have already taken possession of it, Skovald, as was their right. Your protest comes too late. If these false
Oh my god, that was so much fun doing the class quests. This is what New Blizzard doesn't do. They don't bring life to the game anymore. And it makes me sad because it's like, yeah, you're right. Class quests were so fucking goated. Why am I in Kalimdor and I gotta keep running to Silverpine? That was annoying, but I mean, it was still fun. And then finding, you know, just random story quests were so good. I was in Thousand Needles and it's like, oh, what are they called? What's to say? Magatha's Tauren tribe. I can't remember what they're called. I was gonna say the orcs. That's not right. Grim Totem. The Grim Totem. It's like, oh, the Grim Totem kidnapped me and killed my future husband because I told the leader of the Grim Totem no. I told this leader of this Grim Totem sect no. Oh, is that bad? I didn't even check it. It's just purple, so I threw it on. And it was like, oh, you gotta help me escape the Grim Totem camp. And it was just this cool escort mission. I loved doing it. Yes, every class had strengths and weaknesses. You could play to them. And you're right, every class in retail now is just AoE slop. It's so bad. I shouldn't say slop. I hate slop. I hate saying the word slop now, unironically. It's just AoE garbage. That's what I'm saying. They're turning it into a Diablo-like. Are we supposed to talk to him and then fight? Yeah. That's why I like, I don't know if you've seen Space King. Space King with flash kids and all the shit they're putting out right now. Like, you know what? I'm glad somebody fucking gets it. I'm glad somebody gets the fantasy and understands how it should be. I hate to the oh shit! I gotta get out of this. Get move. The writing right now where it's like, oh, we get Odin back. He's been locked up above he's been locked up. God, I'm trying to remember all this old lore. He's been locked away by Helia all this time above the area, and now that he's back, he's actually the bad guy. You reapplied it, nice. You appealed it, good. It's so bad. It's like, oh, Odin's actually the bad guy. The Titan Forges are the bad guys. They're all the bad guys. The light in the next story is gonna be the bad guy. Yeah, let me get my free shit. And that took way too long. Yeah, see, you might have just gotten suspended by one of the pansies in charge of X at the time.
My poison is fast to act, but slow to burn.
What the hell? Get back, goddamn goblin! Oh God! What did I come back to? Oh right, this one knocks them up into the air. My poison's fast to act, but slow to burn. Okay, I gotta fly real fast to somewhere. Let me get up there on that ledge so I can open up these boxes and see what I've gotten. Bam. I should be safe here. Okay, it's 12. Okay, trash. Yeah, it's trash. Let's pop this. What do we get? Hand guards. Are these gonna be better than what I'm wearing? Probably not. Nope. Okay. 298. And pop that on. 287. Same thing. More powder. More cocaine cleansing. Complete. What was this? I don't even know what that was. All right, let's see. Lightning rod, earth shock, elemental blast, and earthquake make you a target, and lightning rod for 8 seconds. Okay. And here's another thing. Looking at this, look at the Talon trees are back. We love the Talon trees. Glad we got the Talon trees back. Only took them what 10 years. I think if you've never seen his videos, I definitely recommend. I'm sure people have seen them. I forgot his name. I feel really embarrassed. I'm like, everyone should have seen his videos. We watched one. Grim. Wild Machinima. He makes the Wild Machinima. Captain Grim. Excuse me. Captain Grim, where he talks about, Warcraft always backpedals after like 10 years of saying, oh, you guys don't want this anymore. When they took the Talon trees for the first time. I think that was in Cataclysm, or was that MOP? I think it was Cata. Where they took the Talon trees and gave us is no longer a thing. Well, they still call them Wild Machinimas. Even though Machinima's not a thing, they still call them that. I'm not sure why, though. I think it's just out of nostalgia they call them Machinimas still. But yeah, like he talks about it, how he was from, I think he's from Portugal or something. And he talks about he never got to play WoW until, I think sadly his first time ever actually getting enough money to play Warcraft was Battle for Azeroth. Which, that's sad. He saw all the classic machinimas, all the classic movies that people made, everything that made this great, made this game great, and the community great was because people were creating such good stuff for it. Back before YouTube started getting really strict with the copyrights on music too, we had a lot of really good music videos. One of my favorites is still the Flyleaf one. I'm so sick with World of Warcraft. It's still one of my favorites. From time to time, I'll go back and watch it. But yeah, it's like, oh, he played BFA and then he did not like it. He was like, no, I don't like this. This isn't the ability to run around in the World of Warcraft and play the the fantasy adventure game anymore. It's so different because there's so much grind in it. It's like, oh man, if I want to play that, I'll just go play Warframe. I will go play Warframe with Dell. If I want to go play a grindy game, let's log in and we'll go fishing and mining in the game, and we'll go run 50 defense missions where we have to stand there and not die. Ooh, rare. Like the one we played last night with him and Elliot. Where we were killing all those, I think they were Haranir. I don't know the name of the enemies in that game. Oh, it became two little ones. Kill them both. And then you just like 20 minutes locked in that mission, killing multiple enemies. Trying to do, what was it? Void Relics. That's the one we did. We weren't doing defense. We were doing Void Relics, where you got to kill enough enemies to unlock your relic and hopefully get a good loot drop. It's like they've created a free MMO. One of the, probably, I'm going to say, Warcraft is probably one of the better free MMO games out there to play. With friends. I played a lot. I played Albion Online, didn't care for that. I play a lot of MMOs, and then it's just like, oh, a lot of them miss the point nowadays. A lot of them completely miss the point. Warcraft is missing its own point as well. I never got to play EverQuest. You know what? You know what happened? When I was a kid, EverQuest was out, and I was like, EverQuest 2 was the big game to play at the time. Oh my god, how many more of these do we have to kill? EverQuest 2 was the big game at the time, and my mom bought me a copy, and they didn't have a free trial, so once she found out that you had to pay for it, she's like, I'm not paying. You're not getting this. I already spent, what was it, like $40 to buy the game? You're not getting a subscription based game to play. No. That was my mom when I was a kid. And that's how it was with Warcraft. I had to crush cans to get money to pay for my subscription. So when my guild wondered where I disappeared for a month, I was like, I don't have money. I've got to, you know, I don't have a job. I have to go make my own money by crushing cans and getting enough metal to smash down to get this because my parents aren't paying for this. Wizards 101 and Pirate 101. What? They have a pirate now? You know what? To be fair, I heard Wizard 101 was actually pretty decent. You were raised right, I see. Kinda not. But I do take that as like, yeah, I'm not gonna ask for a handout. It's on the PS. Is it? My PS5 is collecting dust. I hate my PS5. Worst. The only reason I bought it was to play Demon's Souls. Played, beat it, and then it was just like I was really, really sad that I played the remake of Demon's Souls. It missed the point. Also, that was, you know, $500 out of my pocket. Was as well as Wizard 101. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I think I gotta cancel my PSN account anyway. I don't use it. I don't care about the free games, and it's too expensive to keep any longer. I just had to cancel. I just had to cancel my Game Pass because that was trash. Fucking Xbox. Oh, we're gonna increase your payment by an extra 50%. Yeah, I'm tired of buying consoles just to play 1 or 2 games. I'm sorry, this should not be the way of gaming anymore. Helldivers 2. The remake fucked it. I'm so tired. Yeah, I don't like when they take the remake and then make it worse. Your buddy gave you the PS5? Oh, he probably got tired of it. He was like, here, you can have this. And I can't even play Helldivers 2 on my PC right now because of an update that the Helldivers game had. Oh, shit. I screaming black for some reason. Okay. It must have been a... can't be a connection thing. Can't be a graphic. I don't know why my screen is going black. Oh, HDMI. How did I lose signal on HDMI? Hang on. Absolute Cinema's happening. Okay, the frames are still good. We're still connected. But I think it's only because I have 2 different monitors hooked up to one graphics card. I was like, I don't have 2 4K monitors. I have a 4K monitor, and that's about it. You bought me a new one just for Helldivers 2. Okay. Yeah, I can't even, like I said, I can't even play Helldivers 2. The update that the game fucking... Oh, God, I can't... Stop touching all these people so I can get out of here. I got people to touch. Yeah, like the update they had just fucked me over, and I can't play the game without it lagging. And apparently, this is a thing the Helldivers team knows about, and they're trying to fix it. They're trying to fix it right now. I loved it though. Watching influencers play Helldiver 2 for the first time, and like, wait, I can't just buy all the cosmetics. I have to actually play the game to unlock it. That's not fair. And it's like, that's the fairest and realest way to play a fucking game on the planet is to, you know, play the game and then unlock all the things by playing the game. And this is why gaming is such an issue right now, is because of influencers who go, well, I'm just gonna whale it. I don't care. I don't have time to play video games all day. I'm an influencer, and I need to just be able to spend all this money and buy all this shit, so I can get off and go do something else at the same time. No, I haven't seen that. No, buying a fucking PS for 1 game, so he bought it. Damn, what does your friend do? How much money does your friend have? Have him throw something my way. Shit. I'll take free money. I don't care. Oh, you have the limited Hellgat. Okay.
Don't be afraid, my venom weakens.
Is that something I need to pull up, JDS? Installing every add-on to WoW. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I need a break from the boring Warcraft game. Installing. Actually, hang on. I might as well just keep that open. so we can look at a Captain Grim video because I love watching his videos. Installing every WoW add-on. What happens if you install every add-on for WoW Classic? Is that it? Hang on. Put it over here. I gotta make sure I... Yes, okay. Where is it? Yeah, turn the PC on. There we go. And then I gotta make sure... What was this? Oh, I'm using Brave. That's right. Oh, do I not have Brave on here? Okay, I gotta add Brave to the system. Audio sources, hang on. I love that. I love that thing. What was it that I needed? Was it scene? Browser? No, cancel. Firefox. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have it. Hang on. Properties. It's not Firefox anymore. It's Brave. Automatic. Okay. And then rename. There we go. Just don't show the instant. No, no, I did show the ones you did. I showed that on stream yesterday. I was like, look, this is what Kyle sent me, and Manny died laughing at the one from Megamind. I shouldn't have to have that. Okay, I don't have to have that open anymore. What? Hang on. Capture method, automatic, window, capture audio, capture cursor, capture client area. Yeah, yay. Is it still under Firefox? Is that why I don't see the... No, it's just all the way over here for no fucking reason. Okay. Making sure the audio is on. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, we go back to desktop. It just didn't do that. All right, let's see. Three hours. Like, what? Oh my god. No. No. Rip your PC, bro. Oh no. Five minutes later.
Becker, son. It is I, the poisonous frog of Fellwood. I've trained my whole life in shadow jutsu so that I can face you, my arch nemesis, Shebeku-san.
What?
You must do this right now to continue using the Leatrix Sounds. Download this copy of Leatrix Sounds right now. Find the Leatrix Sounds add-on on the CurseForge app or the CurseForge website and install Leatrix Sounds from there. After you have done this, this banner and voice message will no longer play, so please do it now.
Oh my god. Oh no. Make it torn. Oh no, there's two. Wait, are there two Taurens in that corner? Yeah, there are. What is this? Oh my god. FPS at
Standing
20.
around is boring.
Hang on, look, his FPS is at 20. Home 16, world 18, speed of... Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Back in 2004. Trying to close as many windows as possible. Oh, Lord. Game has become mush. Yeah, because he can't see what window is open. That's as clean as he can get it. Fuck that, bro. There's a black hole stuck in the middle I can't remove. Let's try some combat. Oh, this is so bad. This hurts my soul. This hurts my soul.
You got my attention.
Yeah, what the?
Finish him.
What is the fart noise?
My attention.
You may now drink.
What is? I can't even tell what we're looking at. Oh, what is this?
You got my attention.
Finish him. Unreal. Try.
You may now drink.
You may now drink. No. What is it? What is the time to level up?
Finish him.
No. No, I don't like it. Stop. This is the true classic experience. Just ear rape. Oh, this is grody. There's the metal pipe sound. Oh. The fact that his CPU just didn't burst into flames. Oh my god.
Salutations, aventuriers, et bienvenue au camp Narache. Toute la tribu ne parle que de votre venue. Vous avez un air prometteur et vous allez avoir l'occasion de prouver.
Oh, he's got the I got that same add-on. The one that I got the one that uses the AI to read the text. I love that one.
Des plaines du voisinage et faites vos preuves en réapprovisionnant le village.
Why is he got a French version and everything else is in English?
You may now drink.
Greetings.
Stop.
Providing meat and feathers for the tribe is the first.
This one's in English. Now we're back to French.
Aventurier, vous avez un avenir prometteur.
I've never heard a French torrent.
Il y a quelques instants, une messagère était à votre...
I mean, they wouldn't be too far off. Reaching level 3.
You got my attention.
Oh, hang on, something's happening in the game. Getting an alert, something happened in the game. Okay. Oh, because I'm away from keyboard. Okay. That's fine. Was that the Sonic end? Was that the Sonic end stage noise that I heard in there? No, yeah, this is WoW for non-WoW players. Then it crashed the end. Oh my god. Yeah, that is WoW for non-WoW players. Boop. You have been removed from the. Oh, was I in a queue? Oh shit. I forgot I was in a queue. It recommends a healer. And I'm not willing to do that. Oh, the graphics actually, the quality went down for some reason. I just realized everything is super scuffed right now. I don't know why. What happened? Let me see videos. Let me show that Captain Grim one. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Hang on. Yeah, this one, the one from Captain Grim. Let's watch this one. Ah, shit. What happened? I don't like that I have to constantly redo that, but that's okay. This is Captain Grim. If you haven't seen his videos, definitely start watching a lot of them.
You there! Heal me, please! This one guy keeps chasing me! Protect me, please! Here he comes! Derek! Do not look at him.
Don't mind if I do.
I will handle this, says confidently as he draws his Demon Obliterator 5 million. We are proud to present our newest 6-month subscription mount. But what about the bots?
Yep, that's exactly what happens when you ask Blizzard about all the Chinese gold sellers that they won't get rid of.
More than 15 years ago, I visited one of my first internet cafes. As I took a peek at what people were playing, my attention was fixated on one specific game. That game was Warcraft 3. Everything about it just seemed to excite me. The art style, the gameplay, the graphics, the visuals, the story, the setting.
Back when you had good story, good setting, good atmosphere, good everything. And then they were saying, oh, nobody wants to play RTS, and I think there's actually like 3 or 4 RTSs that are coming out, and people are excited to play them. So it's not that the people don't want to play these games. It's just that you've given up on making good games.
And when I did sit down to try it as well, goddamn, I was having an absolute blast. And the masterminds behind it, Blizzard Entertainment, a video game company.
Let's correct that. It's not Blizzard, it's Blizzard North Entertainment. They were still Blizzard North before they got bought out by Activision, and Activision just said, I'm going to milk this thing for everything it's fucking worth, and then that's when it started going downhill. Now I think Microsoft owns it.
That would soon become my absolute favorite in the industry. But little did I know, there was already something even more exciting already on the market. And that, of course, was World of Warcraft. And look, maybe it's biased, but I firmly believe that at its peak, World of Warcraft could provide you with the absolute best gaming experience ever. Full stop. It wasn't even close. But for the time being, I knew I found a game that I could sink my teeth in and waste God knows how many years into it. But if at that very moment, an entity from the future traveled back in time to tell me I'd eventually be torn between continuing to create videos for that game I once loved and the growing frustration I had towards it and its developers while crippling burnout set in, then I'd be a little disturbed, but also I would have had a hard time believing it. After finding out World of Warcraft was a thing, I knew I had to play as soon as possible. I couldn't contain myself any longer, okay? But tragedy. A I found out you had to pay for it. You had to pay for it a lot. So of course I decided to ask my parents if they'd buy it for me. They didn't even know what a video game was. And here I am asking for 30 bucks an extra every month. Yeah, not happening. Therefore, I was condemned to play random free-to-play MMOs for years. Until I found out World of Warcraft private servers were a thing. Which meant that I could finally try the actual game out. And, wow, it was everything I hoped it would be. And then some. I started off with Wrath of the Lich King. It was all put together perfectly. You got to immerse yourself in the...
Now, I will take Asmongold's side on this, is where Wrath is where Warcraft actually started going downhill. Because it removed the need to have, you know, the trifecta when you ran dungeons and everything like that. TBC, I think, is where a lot of people say it peaked, and I'm gonna have to agree with TBC is probably the best Warcraft expansion. I love Wrath of the Lich King because I'm a Wrath baby, but TBC is where it peaked.
The whole Warcraft universe is one so chump where you could practically go anywhere and do anything. So many places to explore, so much satisfying progression to be had, and so many people to interact with.
And this was when it looked gritty and grimdark and real, and then they Disneyfied it, and orcs in bikinis. I would still say I'd play a Wrath server again, but I don't want to. I just want them to release 3 classic servers: Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath, and nothing else. If you play in the Wrath server, you level up from Vanilla to Wrath again as it came out back then, and that's it. That's all players want. And then they can do whatever the fuck they want in retail. And I will just be like, look, I'm happy over here in my Vanilla leveling, and my TBC leveling, and in my Wrath leveling. That's it. I'm happy in all 3 of these. No cash shop, no anything. Don't add LFR to Wrath either. Just pre LFR, no LFR ever, and we'll be good.
As it is an MMORPG. To truly glaze WoW's strengths though, I'll probably have to make a whole separate video on the topic. But my love for WoW continued to only grow.
Because I believe also this is when, what was it Mike Morhaime? Or yeah, I think this was his era where he then fired, you know, the whole old writing staff, and Menson bowed out and left. And then this is when the story just went to shit.
Began to absorb my day-to-day life. As I was thinking about it, as I went to bed, when I was in class, I'd explain its lore to my friends who had no idea what I was even talking about. And when we'd be given English writing assignments in school, I remember I wrote at least a couple about Blizzard. They were just that awesome to me. Not only with WoW, but the more attention I paid to them.
Because they had so many good stories that they developed into games, and that's what made it great. Diablo's story was awesome. The StarCraft story was awesome. Warcraft story was awesome. And you can tell they had attention to detail. There were so many things in the story that also felt like the world was alive. This is why when people say, you know, classic Blizzard is one of the best, they aren't lying.
Made me realize that these guys were cooking non-stop. And just seemed like very passionate nerds who wanted to provide reasons for other nerds to be excited about. Every game they released, it was the best game of that genre. Well, I guess until Heroes of the Storm.
No.
Which I actually liked at the start. And so eventually it was time to decide what the hell am I supposed to do.
When they broke off into, you know, like Heroes of the Storm and then team shooters, I was like, oh, this is bad. Because then it just got way worse. When Overwatch 1 came out, it was good. It was actually a really fun shooter, and then they said we're gonna cater to the Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm is they wanted to get into the MOBA scene. So if you ever played what's that big what's that big one? The really big one. Everyone knows what a MOBA is because it's League of Legends. League of Legends. That one came out, so they wanted their own league to compete, and then they dropped all development for it. I think you could still play it too. I think it's still up. I'm not sure though.
Do with my life. The classic struggle of a teen.
But yeah, then Overwatch came out, and then they threw that to the esport crew, so they created something horrible in that, and I was just like, no, I don't want to play this anymore. I don't like how you've changed every character to cater to these people who cry that their character is no longer playing, the best, and it was a nightmare when Overwatch came out. You can't even play, and then that sucks is because you can't even play Overwatch anymore because you have to be forced to buy Overwatch 2 to play Overwatch now.
Who barely understands how the world works. Naturally, my parents wanted me to become a doctor, but little did they know, I was concocting quite the silly little prank on them, as I had already began sinking more and more time online, absorbing video after video, and eventually thinking, yeah, this seems cool, maybe I could do it. As I was growing up, I was always impressed with the old WoW community and just how creative and dedicated they were. There was so much effort poured into silly little videos, with little promise of any benefits like popularity or income, but regardless, people were spending ungodly amounts of hours creating highly entertaining content. To me, that was a sign of a healthy community.
That is the sign of the healthy community. Now the communities are just terrible. The thing is, they're made toxic by the people who claim that the original community is toxic. Like, the old community, you could do whatever you want. They were great. We all had a good time. We were all laughing, singing together. They were making machinimas, and everything was fine. Then the people who, it's that meme where it's like, you don't belong here. Why are you excluding us? And then they come in, and then it's like, you don't fit in here. And it's like, oh, okay. This is why gatekeeping is important.
People were so invested in the game and satisfied.
Because now you don't get anything like this anymore. You don't get anything like this. Nobody's making music videos. Nobody's making videos in general. I mean, the few that are doing it because most of their jobs, and now they're, and even then, like Nixium. Nixium is still doing videos, but he's only talking about classic WoW. Classic WoW, classic storylines. He's talking about how good all the classic storylines are.
With its state, that they were driven and inspired to spend their free time creating something in its honor. One type of content that stood out to me was the animations, or machinimas, and I really wanted to give it a go someday. Big mistake. I didn't know jack about making anything this complicated, yet alone use all the necessary softwares, but I kept at it. Watched guides, read forum posts, practiced, experimented, and eventually I managed to put together my very first WoW video. And I went ahead and posted it, and the very first comment I ever got, ah, come on, bro. But past that, people seemed to enjoy it, and slowly but surely, I began refining my work to a point where I could be happy with it. Around that time, I had gotten the official World of Warcraft. I just remember sitting there and staring at the box with disbelief. And this was during, Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, one of the worst expansions. People like it because it's the easiest to level. I think that one and Mop are like the two easiest to level through. But Grim almost got, like, watching his videos in machinimas almost made me want to start making machinimas.
What a time to start, right? So, the general impression from the WoW community was that WoD was complete trash.
It was.
Times, am I right? But personally, I thought it was pretty nice. Leveling was cool, zones felt great, except the non-jungle. Fuck the non-jungle. And the storytelling was pretty trash, feeling like some weird spin-off / OVA episode.
Again, you had people who only wrote fanfics or didn't learn how to write. WoD Classic, no, let's not. There's no such thing as WoD Classic. Anything WoD forward is not classic. We're just going back to, we're just playing a second version again. We're just re-leveling through the fucking expansion again. But yeah, this is the thing. You've hired writers who don't like the writing formula. They go, we don't need a writing formula. Shadowlands hype. Shadowland Classic hype. Oh God. I would uninstall WoW from my computer and your computer. But it's Shadowland Remix. Look, great, you missed it, Grey Fox. I've already said I'm actually excited about a Shadowlands remix. No joke. I am excited about a Shadowlands. Imagine going back to Shadowlands and it being good. That's what I want. But hang on. Oh, there's Sylvanas. Here's the Sylvanas book. And this is what I was talking about, though. They have the let me pull this up again. Let me see. Writing formula. Structured framework that provides systematic approach. Let me see. Where is it? Where's the writing? Story? No, wait. Story format. Was it story format? Yeah, there it is. You know, you got the 7 writing structures, and there are people who are like, we shouldn't have that. We shouldn't have the exposition, the rising action, the falling action, the resolution, and the conclusion. There are people who are like, we shouldn't use this. This is outdated. My fan fiction writing is far better. And then you read their work, and it's trash. It's absolute garbage. Like it took me over a month to get through the Sylvanas book because it was so bad. No, they know this. Here's the thing. The new Blizzard writing team know this. They don't want to do it because they believe that it's either rooted in racism or some other BS reason why the classic story structure shouldn't be used. It's because, you know, they know how to write a story better than the classic story structure. I mean, you can look at a lot of new animations that came out. I think, what's that Twitter account that talks about indie animations? And it posted up one day it posted up the numbers of like these new indie animations because Glitch just released what's that new story Glitch just released? Something Park, Forever Park or something like that. You know, their new indie show Glitch has that isn't the Amazing Digital Circus. They just released that and they were like, "Oh, look at this. This came out and it's doing like it reached 1 million in under a week or something." And everybody rightfully called them out because Space King 3 had just dropped and reached over 1 million reached over 2 million in 24 hours. So you can tell these people who are running these things, and this was just a side tangent, don't want, you know, certain things being seen or done because it goes against the vibe, and it's really stupid. But yeah, it's like Warlords of Draenor and a lot of the new writing doesn't have structure anymore, and it's driving me insane. And in Sylvanas, let me see, I gotta dig this book out real fast without trying to drop everything. Oh, why did I put it here? Oh, because I never wanted to read it again. That's right. Sylvanas, written by Christine Golden, feels so bad. It took me a month to get through this book because the writing of a character who's supposed to be emotionless except for negative feelings like anger and hatred constantly has to suppress her feeling of love because she's undead and doesn't want to feel it. That is actually in this book. Fuck, I dropped everything. I have to pick it up later. But yeah, it is, this was, I think, Christine Golden's last book. We'll talk, yeah. That's what you get a lot of. Hang on, let me see. Oh, it's upside down. I have the book sleeve on here backwards. Like, Christine Golden, who wrote so many really good... She wrote Lords of the Clan. She wrote the Arthas book. And then I think this was her last one. And it was just like, after reading it, I felt like this was just kind of her saying, fuck you, I'm done writing for these. Honestly, I'm surprised with today's writing, they didn't just make Sylvanas and Arthur lovers. Oh, the trial book that happened on Pandaria. I can't remember the name of that one. I have that one too. I read that one. Yeah, that one was decent. That one had a good structure. That one had a lot of good things in it. But like I said, this book, the last one she wrote, which was Sylvanas, and I was like, I'm kind of excited to read this. This was so bad to get through. I was in so much pain to read this book. And then this one also has the official lore change for how her and I was gonna say Nathanos. Yeah, it's Nathanos. How her and Nathanos met, because Nathanos was originally killed, pretended to be killed because he's a hunter, well, Dark Ranger, and you know, he's supposed to crawl his way back to Sylvanas, and then she fixes him up, and he gets a new body. Which they've now made that canon that body is actually the skin of his cousin that they found and murdered, and that's his cousin's face. In this one, she spends an entire chapter trying to get him to come back from madness. She finds him at his old home, the old farmstead, and she spends time there working with him to keep him sane. And it's his love and her love that keeps him from going fully mental in his undead state. Let's see. I'm trying to find... Yeah, she even talked, because in this whole book, it's her talking... Hey, what up, Maddie? In this book, it's her talking to Anduin, who's locked up in the Shadowlands. He was a pain during the expansions, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it was just like the entire thing is her retelling a story to Anduin. This book was not worth reading, and now I'm trying to get through the next one. The Scale Storm, or whatever it's called. And it is not great. I mean, I think it is actually picking up right now because it's not written by Christine Golden. It is written by what is the writer's name? Courtney Alameda. And so far it's been pretty decent to read. It's not been great, but it's not been bad either. So I'm hoping... I'm only 16 chapters in, and I'm trying to get this done before the next book drops. Ah, you found my emotes. And I'm hoping it gets better before the next one. This one's about the Scaleborn, the Drakthir, and Naltharion falling to the void, and also a bit of Alexstrasza's time as the new Queen of the Dragons. So it's starting to pick up. 16 chapters in, it's starting to pick up. But Sylvanas was just a trek to get through. I'm also trying to teach myself how to speed read so I can consume books faster. I'm trying to find the chapter, but I don't remember what I really don't remember. I remember the book, but I don't remember what chapter it was that Sylvanas went to go find Thanos and talk to him and bring him back to being sane. Because they're trash. The War Within is a trash expansion. But again, it's only made bare bones because Chris Benson's trying to cook up something better. And Dragonflight was garbage. We've already shit on Dragonflight 1,000 times here, and I will shit on that expansion 1,000 times more. The only reason that it's even hyped up as much as it is because we came from Shadowlands. We came from the Shadowlands, which was a pure garbage. I didn't think Warlords of Draenor could be topped as a bad expansion, but then came Shadowlands. And Shadowlands said, hold my beer.
But it overall went pretty fine. And then it was time for Legion. Now, despite the more positive reception it got, this was probably the first time that I had ever played WoW, and after spamming the endgame slog of world quests and all...
Which I'm playing the remix right now. Yeah, no, it's... A lot of people will say these expansions are great. Yes, you're going to say that because we were hungry for content and we were hungry for a real expansion. You just came from Warlords of Draenor, which was garbage expansion. And then they brought out something barely decent, and now you're like, oh, it's Blizzard's back in full force.
All that nonsense. A thought emerged in my head. Am I having fun with this?
No.
I even thought the story was a huge letdown, since this time it had to do with the Legion, a super prominent force in...
And this is my theory that I've had for a while, is that the old writing team's work is great, and people still say so many good things about it. The new writing team is jealous and is just trying to go like, well, we're better than them, so we're gonna close the chapters on all those old expansions, and we're gonna bring in this new story, and you guys are gonna love it. And every time they tried to close the chapter that wasn't theirs to close, it just flops.
WoW's lore, who had a very disappointing ending. But nonetheless, I ignored the creeping dread.
Hell, they had to retcon Shadowlands. Already had to retcon it not out of existence, but they retconned it so Zoval, there was no greater threat to creation. He was just crazy. There was nothing greater out there that was coming. He's like, remember when he was dying, he's like, you guys don't understand. I did this to protect all of you because something worse is coming. And they're like, yeah, there's something actually worse out there. We don't know what he was talking about, and they don't know what he was talking. They think they were talking about the first ones were actually the Titans, is what they're going back to now. And it's like they just went and in the Shadowlands they call them the first ones. And it's like, this is, you guys have to try to retcon this shit out of existence because it was so bad. It made zero sense.
It's like any grown adult. And besides, it didn't matter either way. WoW is my game, you know? Even if I didn't find this expansion too fun, this is Blizzard we're talking about. The gaming Goliaths. They'll come in swinging with an even more amazing expansion that'll keep me severely invested in the game. Right?
No.
No.
Yeah.
We all know how that one went. Although BFA had to be one of the biggest abominations of all time, I have to say, the hype was there. Oh yeah, leading up to the launch, Blizzard did a good job of getting people excited.
Yeah,
I remember everyone I knew
Blizzard
looking
only
forward
can
to
do
it,
that
especially
now.
me as a PvP enjoyer, and how they advertised it as a good old faction war expansion. Woo! After
Blizzard can't
reaching
even keep the
endgame
faction
and
war going
experiencing
anymore.
Whatever the hell that amalgamation was of dailies, weeklies, rep farms,
No, it
chores,
wasn't.
some borrowed power
Don't you
systems.
lie.
This freaking guy.
Champion,
disappointing role
the
of one of
world is
most
bleeding.
anticipated entities in WoW lore. He just like appeared, and 10 seconds later it was like,
yeah, that's exactly right. They screwed up so bad when it came to the
couldn't
old gods.
exactly put my finger on it, but my doubts from Legion resurfaced. Little did I know.
A touch.
Stages
Oh,
of grief.
okay. I will say it was nice to give that voice actress who passed away a send off. You know, that was nice of them. Champions, 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 champions. Where are you at, champions? We need to go save Azeroth, champions.
Had already begun. At first, I was in the
Oh
no.
Oh god. I was like, yeah, this is Bejeweled. I have to play Bejeweled to open a fucking chest.
Wait, I can't be bored of this. What was my game? Surely I'm probably growing out of it, perhaps. The problem has to be with me. With that, I began to
No,
play
it's
as
not.
if I'm
It's with
having
WoW.
fun. I just forced myself. I began making myself binge a lot of WoW content, watch a lot of streams, videos. I'd make myself stay on top of my dailies and weeklies.
You're giving me... Because, fun fact, I actually wanted to be a voice actor. I just never followed through with it. I can do a Tauren, or I can be the champion. Champion. And I'm not even really trying that hard. I'm just like, champion. Azeroth needs saving, champion.
Other people to play with me. I was
It's
doing
me, champion,
yet
Magni.
months and months of trying, that feeling, that
Nobody
magic.
did the island. Fun fact: nobody did the island expeditions, right? Until Blizzard had to come out and say, like, "You guys are doing these wrong. You know that, right?" And everyone's like, "What are you talking about? You're supposed to do it this way." And everyone's like, "Oh, that if you had told us during, we would have did it better." You should become a thank you.
Wasn't there anymore. And here came the second stage. Anger.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't the only one who had realized something about WoW was off.
Now here's the thing, and I've said this before: is that the wrong people are helming this ship. Because yeah, it's like, hey, you know, here we are, the original people who've been playing WoW for decades, and we're saying, hey, this is bad. But then you monetize the shit out of it, and you started bringing all these people in who want to treat this like, you know, Half-Life, and they just want to ERP and RP all day. And they just want to goon in their fantasy about getting dicked down by orcs or Tauren or some shit. And it's just like they're now the majority, and they're not even the majority. They're just the loud minority who won't shut the fuck up. And they're ruining the game for everybody else. But the devs are, guess what? The devs are just like those people. And like, well, yeah, we want to cater to this group, not the people who, you know, put the time and effort and the money into the game.
This was the prime time that the community began to become a lot more aware of Blizzard's bullshit, as they were sucking the fun out of the game and making it into a dull Excel spreadsheet simulator. Not only that, but Blizzard's Activision was starting to show more and more. They began sounding...
Oh my god, this poor bastard who had to be on... I feel so bad for this man. He had to be on that stage and try to sell this game. It's like, here's a mobile version of Diablo. And it's like, no, nobody wants this.
Much more corporate, greed-orientated, insulting their community's intelligence, and being downright sleazy. The way they addressed issues became vague and insincere. It became apparent to a lot of people in the WoW community that the company had shifted away from creating fun for players, but rather just creating revenue for their shareholders. Blizzard forgot their good old formula that if they produce something amazing that
Richard
they
guy,
love, then players will happily sink their time and money into it. It was clear that there were still many talented people working at Blizzard, but the company no longer seemed to be working in harmony. Some things they created in a vacuum would definitely be well made or look good, but in the grand scheme, they failed to bring cohesion to everything. Which of course, not to say that I'm putting blame on these workers. I'm putting blame on the management. To add more fuel to the fire, it just seemed like Blizzard was mixing themselves up into more new shit every week, causing that much more eyes to become open to their bullshit. Only this time their fuck-ups would begin to reach way further than just the WoW community and generating even more scrutiny from all over the internet. Personally, my thoughts reflected that of many. I began to feel betrayed. As a longtime WoW fan who held WoW and Blizzard in such high regard, I felt
God, I hated the Garrisons so much.
I made sure I'd always voice out my disdain with the state of Blizzard and the game at every corner. But just then, a light glittered in the steaming pile of shit as Blizzard announced World of Warcraft Classic.
Yep.
Blizzard listening to the community? Impossible. Everyone was suddenly hyped.
We bought the lie. Blizzard listened to the community for about 5 minutes and then fucked us over again.
And almost as if all the issues began to grow distant. But as with all things Blizzard do nowadays, I'd very soon learn that this was just another monkey's paw. Yet, at the time, I just wanted to try the version of the game that I could never afford as a kid. Vanilla. In retrospect, I can safely say that the first few months of Classic as it rolled out were probably one of the best gaming experiences I have ever had. And not only me, it absolutely blew up. It garnered so much attention from all over the world. It was truly like an explosion. But more importantly, playing and enjoying Classic proved me one thing. No, I was not growing out of WoW. The issue was not with me. I very much still enjoy WoW when it is a good game. Just like when it used to be once upon a time. Back when a cool piece of armor meant something special. When all that time spent traveling to your next destination felt like a small step towards something great. When the game could really immerse you into its setting. All these reasons.
Yeah, I played hardcore with some random dude. We quested for a long time because it was so much fun. And then he disappeared, and then I died. He left. He went to go do something, and then I ended up dying. But I mean, we only got to like level 6 or 7, but it was great. When there is more focus on community and questing, and not the end game, but the journey, then the game is fun. It is amazing. But when you have nothing but the end game in mind and nothing else, then you're just pissing off your. This is why I'll play the trailer that I was talking about earlier.
And many more were what made WoW a household name after all. Though this eye-opening experience really amplified my cynical view of Blizzard, as it became that much easier to compare the fruit of their labor of the past compared to that of the present. And the main difference that I noticed was the presence of high highs and low lows. Whether you and your group wiped to elite mobs, or the time you prevailed against a ganker. Old WoW was a roller coaster of happenings that could turn into memorable moments which you could reminisce about years later. While in New WoW, it tries to be a fairly stagnant line, nothing overly bad nor great happening. For me, I can safely say that in the past 5 or so years of playing retail, I had barely made any worthwhile memories. Meanwhile, 5 months into Classic launch, and I had already made so many, some of which inspired a number of my videos. Though I already have made a video where I talk about my experiences with Classic specifically. During it, my channel really began to gain momentum and grow. And apart from practicing my creativity, my videos also became an outlet to vent my frustrations. Sometimes the shit Blizzard would do would be so unbelievable that it would be more unhinged than the parody scripts I'd put together. I didn't want to just be in Blizzard's good boy list. If they were doing good, I'd be singing their praises. But if they were doing shit, I didn't want to pull any punches, and I wanted to make sure people know. Though my content surely brought in a lot of people to try WoW again, or for the first time, I still wanted to bring attention to some of its issues. Time went on and my love for WoW and Blizzard quickly declined, though now it was finally time to move on from BFA and go to the next big expansion. Would Blizzard take this opportunity to actually redeem themselves, at least with World of Warcraft retail? Would they actually acknowledge their fuck-ups and consider the community?
No, they don't want. They don't want.
Would they take a?
The new writing team doesn't want criticism, at all. They just want to put it out and say, I put no effort into this, praise me.
Good look at themselves and see how they can reclaim their
or they want to give everything to their esport team.
Status to some degree. I can't lie. Despite my increasingly negative opinion of WoW, I had a small part of me still quietly rooting for the new expansion at the back of my mind, hoping for anything that would show signs of progress once more. And that expansion was of course Shadowlands. It came out, I played it for a few weeks to a month, I just stopped whatever bullshit I was doing in the maw and just stared at my monitor. And at that moment, almost as if a string snapped in my head. Hope was dead.
Yep.
I turned it off, canceled my subscription, and that was it. Like leaving a toxic relationship. That was now around almost 4 years ago, and ever since then, I've been doing my own little boycott on Blizzard, as I no longer believed they deserved any of my money. During all my years with WoW,
they
I
really
had times
don't.
when I take breaks from the game. But at the back of my mind, I always knew I'd be back. But not this time. And I have never given a single fuck for the new releases from then on. Classic.
Oh, that moment between Anduin and Thrall is so bullshit. Why is Anduin sitting... Oh wait, I remember he got called there by the Song of Azeroth, but I mean it's such a dumb scene. There's just no emotion there. They're trying to make it emotional. It's just not there.
Even though an already complete 20-year-old game, Blizzard still found a way to mess it up.
It was.
Drop the ball. Net worth check? Yeah. These guys couldn't be asked to hire one janitor on minimum wage to quickly cover with GM privileges over the Hillsbrad area near Taran.
I took an stream, woke up, canceled my subscription, and deleted it.
With the bears, where at least at all times there were 7 bots farming them, or any other obvious areas for that matter.
No, Blizzard won't get rid of the bots because my theory is they're getting a cutback from it.
But hey, the bot
that's another form of revenue that they're getting a cutback from because they're getting all these because they're getting paid from all these other subscriptions. Feels like a gay porn story.
Let's pay a monthly sub, right? Why bother? And if you manage to get on their bad side, they could just mass report you and get you punished by Blizzard's jank-ass system. Tickets were pending for months. Dungeon boosting and GDKP runs absolutely obliterated the PvE and social scene, and Blizzard only half addressed GDKP years later when it didn't matter nearly as much. And they added shit like the level boost, which defeats one of the main purposes of Classic, regardless of what you may
Yeah, I hate the level boosting. I like the phase mount and the the Hearthstone thing. That was nice, but the level boost is unnecessary.
Think about it. It's reached the point where I can't even trust them to re-release decade-old games because I know they'll still somehow find a way to fuck it up. And the newer expansions,
oh god,
more
Reforged.
shallow and those slop. I did give Dragonflight a brief try, as Blizzard gave me a free copy, but even then I didn't find any interest in it.
No.
So much so that I...
Fun fact, the dragon writing from the Dragonlands is actually stolen from Guild Wars 2. They had that in before Blizzard had dragon writing.
couldn't even be bothered to try and make it seem...
Alex Strauss having that weird new. I just put her back in the hot pants. Just put her back in the bikini. That's what she was always meant to be wearing. The new look is just stupid.
Interesting through videos. But Graham, it's so much better than BFA and Shadowlands. Wow, what a grand achievement.
Right.
Can we get a round of applause? Yeah, as if that's a high bar. Drakthir? Cool, but they look...
I hate the Drakthir so much. I hate the Drakthir so much.
Incredibly lazy, leading...
Yeah, the, here's the thing. I'm okay with them adding in the sexy male, patron, or whatever it is, void servant they have for the warlocks. It's like, you know what? I'm fine with it. If we get to look at half-naked chicks, you get to have an oiled-up dude. Yeah, it looks like that's the crowd they're trying to cater to, is the Valorant crowd.
Many to believe they just reuse the rigs of old models, which, I mean, and then you just reuse the Blood Elf and human models for their visage form, and they can't even have equipped armor visible while in Drakthir form? Why? Net worth check! Freaking Naga couldn't be a thing because they couldn't wear pants. Meanwhile, fans online make better customization options for free, practically begging Blizzard to use them and implement them. And don't get me started on the story writing. Look,
removing the lore change that that Frostborn split your soul into good and evil, and that's why Sylvanas was the way she was, is a stupid fucking lore bit. It's so dumb.
I don't think WoW story was always great, but it used to be more of this nice ambient thing that you could pursue if you wanted to add more context to the world.
Because this was written by people who, you know, grew up on like Lord of the Rings, Dune, all the old school fantasy things. They were raised on it. What was it? The Flight of the Dragons, I think it was called. The Last Unicorn, things like that. You know, they had this love for fantasy. This is why there's so much good, you know, like back lore and backstory in these games.
You immersed yourself in. Now it's proudly shoveled down your throat, whether you like it or...
Oh, that scene where Tyrande gets stopped by a loon from killing Sylvanas for no reason other than we can't kill Sylvanas yet is garbage.
Or not with all of the fancy cinematics. This works. If your story is good. You mean to tell me someone sat down and wrote the jailer, this guy, and thought, oh my, this bald fella is surely going to be the player's new favorite. You for real? It basically went like this. The one behind Arthas and the events of Warcraft 3? Silvo the Jailer. The one behind why Sylvanas turned so shit? Silvo the Jailer. The reason you were born? That's right.
That scene is terrible. You have Anduin, his father shows up, and then for some reason Sourfang is there. They had 2 lines of dialogue between each other. Where was Anduin's mother, who died earlier in the... Like, Shadowlands was such a ball drop for lore, because there's so much shit they could have brought back. And they didn't.
Silvo the Jailer. The Jailer played us all like pawns, and succeeded at his master plan by making a bunch of players quit the fucking game. Truly a frighteningly effective villain.
You'll meet memorable characters along the way.
I don't remember any of the characters from Shadowland. I really don't. Other than there was a gay couple in that one heaven-looking area.
Was meant to be the conclusion to the whole Warcraft saga leading up to then.
Eternity's End serves as the final chapter of one book of the Warcraft saga.
And what? War Within?
It was never their book to close. Champion!
What? Another fucking dwarf? Now don't get me...
Yeah, I am actually really upset that we have so many fucking dwarf classes, and now that there's dwarves running around in Orgrimmar, I hate it.
Wrong. I'm very lenient when it comes to video games. I'll tolerate greedy cash shops, even with pay to win, and questionable practices by the company, if at least I'm having fun with their game. But WoW? I'd be even more lenient towards it, my once favorite game of all time. With WoW and Blizzard, it wasn't just...
Oh yeah, you remember that hero from Overwatch 2 that was supposed to be the new face of Overwatch 2, the girl who we never saw again?
One or 2 big things that killed my love for them, and instead it was a death of 1,000 cuts.
Oh yeah, the pro Hong Kong thing where the guy stood up and he said the thing that Blizzard didn't like, so they stripped him of his victory.
so many problems upon problems that you'd even forget what your initial concerns with the game were, because they'd be buried under a new layer of shit to worry about every other week. For months after I quit, I just felt depressed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to play anything.
Warcraft was a huge part of my adolescence, my teen to my adult life. WoW has been there. It has been a constant. And then to just have it shit on by its new the new people in charge because they think they can do better is such a mind fuck.
And I wasn't feeling excited to work on much. It was funny. I was a WoW content creator who didn't even want to think about WoW. But I kept at it as best as I could because I always enjoyed entertaining you guys. And I wanted you and Blizzard to know that I didn't forget. I didn't forget the endless store and 6-month sub mounts in an already paid.
I don't buy those 6-month sub mounts. I'm on a recurring subscription, but I don't buy those.
Pay-to-play subscription-based game that could have been instead attainable through in-game means.
People are mad about obtaining things through the game, and they're mad about FOMO. Like, why? You get them from the sub, yeah. Why are you mad about FOMO? If you're there and you earned it, that makes your account special. That's the whole point. Oh, but I didn't have the time and I wasn't subscribed. Well, then you don't get the limited time item. That's the whole point of limited time items, is to get you to keep playing. Now, if your adult life gets in the way of that, I'm sorry. But again, not everything is made for you and not everything should cater to you.
Same with the greed, the vagueness, the
and people hate when you say that.
Treatment of employees, hypocrisies like the WoW token. Letting players buy game time with gold is great,
nope.
But then allowing them to pay real money for it and then sell it for gold, what is that? So you can't buy gold from shady websites, but it's fine if you do it officially from Blizzard.
Yeah, because Blizzard gets a huge cutback. Again, Blizzard gets a huge cutback from that, from all the bots.
Because it pays them. And where are the TBC and RAF classic servers? Oh, that's right. TBC is coming back soon. It just got removed for a bit. It just wasn't big enough for the shareholders to keep around, right? A lot better to remove it, bring it back when people miss it a bit, and BAM! Easy money.
And they're doing that again.
Have to level through it again, suckers. Same with RAF next to, huh? No argument. Besides,
they'll bring back
RAF
Wrath after TBC.
Basements can keep servers up for a longer
after
time.
TBC anniversary.
We hear you loud and clear. A phrase burned into my brain, almost as if meant in a mocking manner, only for Blizzard to then proceed to not listen and do their own.
Honestly, in Shadowlands, I was waiting for Anduin and Sylvanas to have sex. I was waiting for that. Like, oh, they're in love now. Right.
Oh, shit. We are taking the flavor out of talent trees and making them basic.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Basic? That's stupid. Don't. Yeah, we're doing it. We are pleased to announce that we're going back to the style of the old talent tree. Bravo, oh my god, they're listening! We are removing PvP vendors. Why? Don't. It's done. We are pleased to announce that we're bringing back PvP vendors.
Yep.
They're just so smart. We are removing class sets. Don't. Done. We are proud to announce that class sets are back.
They should just keep them gone. At this point, Blizzard is making so much garbage, from armor to fantasy look. It's why even have them? Why have them?
We are committed to working with the community to ensure Shadowlands meets expectations on launch. Yeah, we think you should change the covenants a bit there, but no, I think we know better. We're proud to announce that we are making changes to Covenant. Blizzard are doing it again.
And there was only one good Covenant in Shadowlands.
5v5, but 6v6 is okay. We're pleased to announce we're bringing back 6v6. And this is how I want to finally put it in a nice little nutshell. Fuck Blizzard. At the end of the day, WoW is still an alright MMO. One of the best even, but it's not hard when there's barely any competition to say that. If you're enjoying...
The competition does not last. It dies out so fast. Yeah, no, fuck Blizzard is the underline of everything. But he's right. There's no competition. People are like, but there are others. ESO is a terrible MMO. I have tried to get into that MMO so many times just to go, nah, I'm not playing this. ESO is bad. what's the other one? Final Fantasy. That people were like, "Oh, Final Fantasy's great." And it's like, no, it's not. Even Final Fantasy players are cutting up on Final Fantasy, just like WoW players are cutting up on WoW.
Playing it now, good for you. But they lost me, and I'm sure many can relate. In a perfect world, I'd keep on making WoW videos happily and excitedly looking forward to the new expansions.
Yeah, look at let's take that for example. They've got EverQuest and OSRS making comebacks. Hell, they didn't even go anywhere. Everyone's still playing those because they're still true to what they are.
But not so lucky, I guess. I lost my trust in them. I didn't wake up one day hating WoW. For me, this all started out of my sheer love for the game and company. After all, I've spent most of my life with them, and every time I've been critical about it is because I've cared enough. Now, this video isn't some announcement that I'm fully done with WoW videos forever, and this is a Dota 2 channel now only. I'm just some guy on the internet. I can't plan that far ahead. It most likely just means at some point I may experiment with some other things I find interesting. Regardless, if you too are a victim of WoW trauma, feel free to join the Discord. Interacting with my community has definitely been the most positive constant these last few years, and I'd be happy for you to join the mental asylum. We have a seat saved for you.
Oh, you're the wrong race? No invite. You're not a specific class/spec? No invite. Red Paladin?
Red Paladin? Hell, look at a lot of the big names. Zaryu, like there he is right there. He's talking about what was it? You know, they a lot of them went to go play OSRS, and then they're talking about like what is that? T-WoW. They're talking about T-WoW, Project Epoch. They're talking about all these other things. They're just not talking about regular Blizzard, or they're all playing hardcore. Let me see. Midnight. No, hang on. WoW Midnight trailer. Oh, is it the gameplay reveal? No, I don't think it's this. It might be this one. I think this is one of them.
The light flickers, and in its trembling glow, you still cling to hope.
It does.
How quaint.
I don't trust them updating
it
these
hungers
zones.
to devour everything.
Because, like Quel'Thalas, Quel'Thalas has the scar. Lore-wise, that scar is supposed to be a permanent thing. It was never supposed to be fixed. They're like, yeah, we fixed it. What? Yeah, we fixed it. You're not supposed to be able to fix it. It was supposed to be a permanent damage on the world from when Arthas attacked. Now we fixed it. Fuck you. Fuck off, bro.
Our home, our kin, our hope. We cannot succumb to fear. We must not falter. There will be no victory without suffering.
Nobody wants the Haranir. Nobody wants. Have you seen Twitter, though, talking about Haranir and what they're now dubbing the Fent Dance? And people are trying to call it racist for us calling it the Fent Dance.
No survival without sacrifice. You feel it, don't you?
Everybody wants Ogre. They retcon Rexonar's Ogre group that's supposed to be part of the Horde already. They retcon that out of existence.
The call of the void, that devouring host, with no mercy, no equal. Come, little lights, and be extinguished. The darkest night falls upon us, but if we stand together, The dawn will come.
So the thing is, they've also retconned the Void Lords out of existence. I mean, they didn't. Yeah, they kind of did. They're like, there's no Void Lords anymore. They're all dead. Like, the big threat from the Void Lords are all gone. So we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on in this expansion. I think that's Xelatoth's plan, is to try to revive all the Void Lords.
I call upon you now, champions of
Or
the
to become
light,
the new Void Lord.
defenders of Azeroth. Summon your strength, steel your hearts, because today.
Yeah, because they had to retcon that the old gods betrayed the Void Lords, because that was part of the original lore. Like, the old gods just became self-aware and did their own thing, and they betrayed the Void Lords when trying to take over Azeroth. Now they've kind of retconned that out of existence. Like, oh no, they didn't betray him because there are no more Void Lords. These were just machines that were running that had no more instructions coming to them.
Today, we fight.
No, that's not the one I'm trying to watch. Not that one. Where is it? No, I don't care about the War Within. Not the official trailer. This looks stupid. I mean, it looks fine. It's great, but the shit behind it and oh, here it is. The deep dive. We're not gonna watch all of this, just a bit of it. But yeah, when they were told that you couldn't have the night. Actually, let's take a look at it so I can point this out. This official trailer. So, first off, let's point out her mansion. I don't know why they made her so mannish. Well, we know why. But also, why they gave them human eyes instead of their elf eyes. It was because of it came up from the upper echelon. They were like, you gotta have the ability to tell expressions. It is. It's the mansion and the lesbian side bob are taking over video games. You can't have attractive women without either one of those now. But yeah, like the idea to not give them their regular eyes is because people needed to be able to tell what their expressions were, and that's a really dumb idea because you can go look at Halo and see expression through Master Chief and his helmet. So it's like, this is stupid. And people are also saying, I mean, the expansion itself looks, the cinematic itself looks amazing. They did a great job. It's just the details that they had to do to make this expansion made a lot of people upset, and rightfully so, lore-wise. And then whatever the hell's coming out of this, the Army of Light coming out to help them. It's like, what is this? But yeah, the deep dive. Let me see if I can find that part. Introduction with Chris Menson. Great overview. Ian Hakastis. Nobody cares. The lore. Silver Moon. Eversong. Nobody cares about the Haranir. The Void Storm. Nobody cares. Ah, here it is. This is it. We all are. We're sick of her and her damn feet. Well, this is what made me upset, is because this is one of the longest parts in this deep dive.
What began as a hidden sanctuary is now a not-so-secret tavern haven for Horde and Alliance alike. A big, cozy space filled by music, chatter, and life.
What does this have to do with anything of Warcraft? It's just a new neutral zone.
If the Void is the bleak and the cold, the Arcantina is its opposite. A warm spark in the heart of every patron. It is a place to gather with friends, find the perfect comfy sitting room, or just soak in the atmosphere of a well-traveled watering hole.
Is that Trollbane?
As a crossway for people of all kinds, the Arcantina also serves as a source of new adventures. Familiar faces stop by here and there, spinning stories and offering quests that send you far across Azeroth in search of relics of the past. Follow the course they set for you to discover a fresh perspective on familiar locations.
They're going to be ERPing as hard as they can in this new place.
Xelatoth is determined in her destiny, an unrelenting foe with an army that never sleeps. but you can't
Khadgar does not need the wheelchair canonically. He does not need it. He's just choosing to sit in it.
live every moment in grim resistance.
Also, the wheelchair is fucking stupid.
The Argentina is always here, should you find yourself in need of a little respite. The mysteries of the origins of the Void and the knowledge and power to stop it are not to be found only on the surface. For true deliverance, as always, hides in snarled labyrinths.
Here's another thing they're bringing. I hate delves. Goofy ass, yeah, right? I hate delves. I absolutely can't stand them. Any of the solo content they put in, I can't stand. Let's see. Oh yeah, Validia. She's the new champion. Valeria Sanguinar.
You do not have to face these
champion.
delves
The
alone.
world needs you.
Valeria Sanguinar is a powerful new companion with a rogue-minded approach to
At least it's not
problem-solving.
Bran. Champion, it's Bran Bronzebeard. It does. I can't stand solo player content. Freshly mined champion.
As a DPS,
freshly mined,
her
and then
killing
he
spree
pelts
ability-
you in the face with a rock.
Your adventures in Midnight.
The win. That one actually looks pretty
Marisa,
decent.
Sylvanas, and Ilaria imbues its whole.
Because they brought her brother back. I think she was supposed to originally have two. I think she was supposed to have two brothers, and they retconned one brother out of existence. I'd have to relook at that. What is Embracing the Void? That's not a borrowed power, is it?
The Void threatens to end all of Azeroth.
Or no,
To
is that
rend the
talking about
world
the
in a squall
yeah,
of-
the new third class that demon hunters are getting? Nobody cares about the Haranir. Oh, that's what I needed to let's see. Player housing. Why does people are praising player housing, but again, I really don't care. Again, ESO, Final Fantasy, EverQuest, they've all had player housing long before Warcraft had it. The only thing is, I think they went with a step ahead to make it better. It's kind of one of the few things Blizzard does properly is improving on certain things. Yeah, and then they talk about the neighborhoods. I don't care. It's such a long fucking section for the neighborhoods. Let me see. Haranir dance. I'm trying to see if they show the dance. Which has been yeah, I really can't give a rat's ass about player housing. I want to see if they show the dance, which you'll see why they call it the Fent dance. Nobody gives two fucks about Haranir. It's all this is to add another fucking. All we're either getting are dwarves, or we're getting elf races. I'm tired of both of these. Another damn knife here. Oh, they don't show the dance. Race. And somebody pointed out on Twitter, like, we have the Haranir cinematic where she dances, and it looks really good. But what we get is something so bad. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, okay, here. Let me see. Put this on screen. This is it, the Haranir. This is the Haranir dance. This is why people are calling it the Fent dance. Look at this. Just look at how bad this is. Compared to it's not, it doesn't even look like that, because that looked way better. The Haka dance is way more intricate. That's just like, again, this is why it's called, that's why that's called the Fent dance, and I will always call it the Fent dance. Oh yeah, the Haranir cinematic. This is the one I'm looking for. Is this it? Yes. Okay, look, this is the dance they get though. Look at the dance. Look at how she moves in the dance they get compared to what they gave us. Like, this is way cooler. That was way cooler than what they gave us. Oh, close all. I'm done ranting. Oh my god, I forgot I was still playing this. It's so bad. I forgot I was still playing this. What am I doing? Like, I could have streamed Dying Light the Beast or more Silk Song, but I chose to play this today. What is? Oh, right, my controller fell. My controller that's still hooked up. Because I knocked everything over to get the Sylvanas book. Oh, I'm 60. I don't even know what level I was when I started doing this today, but I'm 61 right now, and I can hit hopefully 80 soon and start doing other content. Like, it's such a crime to do this. It's such a crime to play this game. You know what? Hang on, let's. Like, I think I just hyped myself out of playing Legion Remix. I think I legit just hyped myself out of continuing with Legion Remix. Right? Just give him 70 hard-earned dollars and you can be max level with no effort. Just whale it. Just whale it. Or are you broke? Do you not have a wallet? Do you not know how to play Blizzard to continuously play it? Yep, just like Classic. Classic WoW, you had to pay $70 to get to max level. It's like, am I having fun? Not really. It's like I've logged in, just shut my brain off and played a game. And pressed buttons in the game. Where was it? Look, single button rotations right there. I could easily just slap that onto my okay, and it shows you what's in there. So we got Chain Lightning, Earth Shock, Earthquake, Flame Strike, Flame Weapon. Why is Flame Weapon? Hang on. Am I misremembering? Imbue your weapon with the element of the fire for 1 hour, causing each of your attacks to okay, no, I'm not misremembering what it does. Classic always makes me. I love playing Classic. Stormkeeper, you haven't added this. Do I even have... Yeah, I do, because I have two-handers. Wait, these are two-handers. Does Storm Ward even work? Because it needs a shield, right? Okay, I have a shield. And I like how in this rotation... Shield Strike's not even on here. The Primal Strike is not on here at all. So let's see. I can pull off Chain Lightning, Earth Shock, Earthquake, Flame Shock, Flame Weapon Totem, Lava Burst, Chain Lightning, Storm Elemental. Wait a minute. Hang on. It has the Storm Elemental, but not the Earth Elemental. Okay. So I can basically pull off almost 90% of this taskbar. So we'll put this here. Get rid of that. I can remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Put that over here now. Remove this. Remove this. Actually, we'll keep that there. This can go too. That can go here. This is out. This can stay here. This isn't even on that rotation, right? Yeah, that's not on the rotation, so that can stay where it is. That can stay. This Stormkeeper can come off because that's on the instant rotation. To right click and go to sleep, right? Spirit Walk, that's a PvP thing, so we'll put that up there. I can now also, let's see, what else can come off the bar? Thunderward Strike can come off. So we can put that there. The totem, oh no, hang on, we'll keep that there. This totem can go there. This can go there. Now I can keep Bloodlust down here. There we go. That's my new bar. I'm about to have so little fun now playing this game. Let's try out the Blizzard approved way of casting. Wow, Flame Shock isn't even the first opening move.
They've since gone mad, and the writings are all gibberish to me. But it seems their oracle can still understand them. Perhaps she possesses the key to unlocking their knowledge.
Let's drop this. Let's drop the bulwark while we're at it, so I can get some health back. There we go. That was Blizzard approved way of playing this game. That is how you're supposed to play a shaman. What elite is that? This is the new Warcraft for the new generation. They will never experience the glory that is classic Warcraft. Okay. How much do I have? 5,000? And I can't pump anything else up. Because I don't have any more points. Don't even give a shit about the lore. We've already gone through Legion. We don't have to pretend we don't know what Legion's about anymore. Oh, yes, this is the Warcraft. Oh yeah, and all Flight Masters are automatically unlocked too. I think in every expansion now, you just click on Flight Master. It's like, hey, you can go anywhere. Legion was the best retail experience. I hear Legion was amazing. I personally didn't think so. I played Mage during Legion. I just didn't like it. I felt like it was too, let's pop this. It kind of felt like that was the start of where it became really focused on solo content. Order halls were bad in my opinion. I can't stand order halls. Of course you did. I can barely level that. I need no more skill playing game. Brain shut down. Brain shut down. Who's the main character class? I didn't. Don't even. I don't even want to hear it. God. 50,000 demon hunters everywhere. Okay, dude, it's different for me. Go ahead. You play Ret Paladin. I gotta remember that. Boop. Yeah, nobody cares about the story. Just want to get the quest done. All right, let me open up these boxes. What do we get here? 293. Okay, outclassed. 298. Outclassed. Sand. Wait, what is this? Oh, I gotta follow him. Locate the chest below the docks and the queens. Whatever. Paladin YouTube? No, I haven't. Is that a channel I should be looking out on? But he's very good at Paladin. Really? Okay, let's take a look at the video. Honestly, I'm making excuses to stream and not play a game I chose to stream. Ah, God, this is how far you know Warcraft has fallen. It's because it's like, oh, would I rather shove nails in my dick or play Warcraft? I don't know. The nails seem pretty tempting. Let me see. Paladin. MFP Paladin, is that who you're talking about? Or Paladin 215? Okay, Paladin 215. Is this your channel? Is that what this is? Is this your channel? Maybe. Paladin 215. Oh, congrats for 5.5k subscribers. Let's see. What's the latest video they put up? Phase 5 AQ40 Paladin PvP gearing.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to make a quick video here. This video is going to be mainly on how our gear is going to change as a PvP Paladin, especially like Heal Reckoning Paladin, now that AQ40 is out. The actual short answer is that not a lot of gear changes are going to happen. You'd be perfectly fine like dueling next geared characters on like Era in the current existing gear that we're probably rocking. But just in case you're looking for upgrades, you know.
Is this on a Mac?
I'm going to cover them really fast here. Wowhead is a bit messed up right now. It's actually not showing like the base stats on each character. Like Butt Naked Paladin has like, you know, 2400 HP or something like that, if memory serves, and just the stats are all messed up here. So we're gonna have to use a combination of the Wowhead to show what we're going for, and then
Grand Marshal
current
Paladin
stats
on
my Paladin in game. So this is the full. What is it? This is basically Phase 3 BIS right here. Full Phase 3 BIS. You can see that we have over 5,500, barely over 5,500 HP. This is with the Wild Blossom Berries from Fellwood, which is by far the easiest and most useful food buff in the game, since all you have to do is drop combat for a second, click the button, and the next thing you know, you have plus 10 stam on your character. But if we remove that, you can see we got 5,400 HP. In AQ40, the only things that really change are as follows. Let's see here. Let's go on over to Wowhead. Yeah, so clearly we're missing like 2,601 HP over here, which is kind of weird. But we go from the belt of the Crusader.
That's CR.
Fallen Crusader? No. Grand Crusader? That's next. Rammus, homie. Okay, so your server... Oh, right. Server's going to be doing its thing. Got it. Okay, click this.
Why is it Chinese?
Go over on Crusader. Okay, cool. So let's look at the stat changes. The Girdle of the Fallen, my bad, Belt of the Fallen Emperor, that is a plate belt that drops off of Twin Emps that nobody else is going to want, is actually a really good all stats gear for just about every Paladin build that exists, period, like end of story.
You have Chinese for... okay.
This is if you have healing in combat. If you don't have healing in combat like you're a Reckoning Paladin, then this isn't really all that good for you. But for us, it's really good. So we go from 20 strength to... Well, you get to see the stats here. We gain some armor. Let's put this on really fast and do it the other way. That'll be a little bit better. Belt. And then we go Fallen Emperor, correct? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you gain like a little bit of armor, -3 strength, +3 agility, +2 stamina, +1 intellect. You lose a metric shit ton of spirit. This thing doesn't have any spirit on it whatsoever, but you gain +35 healing, and that's probably a pretty decent trade-off in the grand scheme of things, especially considering that you do go up a tiny bit of armor. But anyways, in my opinion, this is like the only piece of gear out of AQ40 that's really upgrading you outside of the trinkets. The two trinkets in AQ40 that we're really after are Scarab. No. Scarab. It's called a brooch. Okay. There is... That's not it. What the hell is this thing
my
called?
Scrab. My Scrab brooch.
This we could spell Scarab now. That's nice. Scarab. Yeah, Petrified Scarab. There we go. Alright, so Petrified Scarab and Burrower Shell are the trinkets that we really want out of AQ40. And these are the really only three pieces of gear we're actually looking for at AQ40. The only other piece of gear that can be possibly mentioned is...
Okay, this is a 50-minute video on gear explanation. Let's read the comments. I think a good first step to evaluate weird shit is just to make the worst case scenario and see how bad it gets. Even if you take the worst case scenario, thick obsidian is pretty much guaranteed to proc once before you die. If you have a count of 40 plus stamina against casters, it's already pretty ridiculous item. 38 strength and 56 nerds. 56 stamina. That's not bad. Probably better than R13, which should be expected out of the specialized piece of gear, and more defensive. If it's durability against casters you're worried about, then you could free up your weapon slot, and if you get just one more proc, then it absolutely blows everything out of the water. What is this avatar? I like that. What is that, AI? Learning to code and Diablo 2 is what Paladin has been up to. Why Dim Vision Curse is so good at Diablo 2 and you are a fool if you don't use it. Blood Golems equals OP in Project Diablo 2 Summon Necro Guide. Well, I mean, you're right. Blood Golem is OP regardless. And PD2 Part 2 Open Wounds Affecting Thorns. How Paladin become the #1 undisputed duelist in Classic WoW. Oh my god, these videos are so long. With my rat attention span, I'm not going to watch, an hour-and-a-half video. I don't know, well, unless it's one of those deep dives into something. Then I normally end up watching the whole thing. I need to edit. That need is the underlining word here, because my god. Is there actual content besides...
is a Cape of the Trinity. Cape of the Trinity has got like, let's see here. Let's pull it up really fast. Cape.
20...
yeah, Cape of the Trinity.
Okay, no, about 10 minutes of exposition.
Think about it. So, let's say I'm running at my enemy and I'm getting spells crashing into me, like against a shaman or something like that, right? Against something I know that's going to be casting pretty much the same kind of spell type, at least over and over again while I'm running at them or running away from them or what the hell. The odds of Thick Obsidian Breastplate proccing within the first 3 spells that hit me are incredibly high. It's going to be like a 90% chance to proc or something like that. I'm actually going to get ready for PvP just in case some shit goes down.
Okay.
Ooh, I actually have to...
Nice plug there.
I have to fly to the
Nice plug
town.
there,
My
JDS, to a channel that has nobody
inventory
watching.
manage. Wait, I think there's a vendor over here. Could be wrong about that. Anyways, if you do the math on the Thick Obsidian Breastplate, within the first 3 spell casts, there's like a 90% chance that it's going to proc. Then the thing won't proc again for 10 seconds, which, depending upon what you're fighting, could be as many as like 4 spell casts. Give or take. Like, if you're fighting a shaman and they're doing nothing but like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, in theory it'll be 5 spell.
That's the best classic rotation ever. It's just lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Cast before it can proc again. But you start factoring in travel time of the lightning bolts, spell pushback.
That is so nerdy. I love it. You gotta factor in the travel time of the sparrow going from Africa to Europe. Okay. Hang on, exit game. Oh, that is so nerdy. Hang on, let's see. There it goes. That's what I like seeing. It's good though. It is. It's good. It's good when you have that much hyper focus on something that you can understand it to such a degree, to the nth degree, like you can. I only have 2, and I haven't been playing a lot of Classic because I'm playing on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server, RP. I only have my Shaman and my Warrior. No, I'm not making a goddamn Red Paladin. What was I last doing? Oh, right, I need to go to Stranglethorn to drop off this package. Look at that. Lightning Shield. 3 hits, 10 minutes if you don't get hit all 3 times. And then Rockbiter.
I don't have a target.
Oh, right. I got to use a different key because I got a different key binding set up on this one. Yeah, now this is nice. This is classic Warcraft. Although the RP server that I'm on is pretty much dead. Let me see. Hey, my one friend online, he's not. I haven't seen him in ages. I don't know what he's doing. He might be dead. When I got in, he gave me all these bags. Trying to keep me in this server. Like, the world looks better. Everything was trying to be more gritty and more grimdark. Orgrimmar was better. Just classic WoW is just so much better. But again, it's getting harder and harder and harder to want to play Warcraft because of just how shit the game is being. Midnight is, like I said, Midnight is going to be... He does. He looks so much better. He looks so much better than whatever the hell I was doing in the Legion remix. But again, it's getting harder to want to keep playing this game and to give this company my money. And I don't want to go on to... I don't want to go into private servers. I really don't. I know Turtle WoW, I know T-WoW's out there and Epoch's out there, and they look great. And Blizzard's trying to sue them, and it's not going to work. But hell, I was on my retail character, my retail priest that I'm trying to level, and I was like, wow, I never realized how much I like the Zeppelin travel between the areas. I really like this look. I really like this compared to going into the area and then there just being a portal to the town. because there was love and effort put into the put into your character's armor and everything else. There was so much detail and love put into this, and you can tell the difference. And I think the only reason I'm still playing on this server is because I've never got to level in the original way. I never got to play a character like this before. So I want to hit max level. That's one of the things I want to do. Oh, I bet it's not. I bet that's a grind. And it's just, you know, there's something special about playing Classic that hits so much harder once you step into retail and go, wow, this sucks, compared to, wow, this is actually really fun. Your character feels better. The world feels better. Everything just feels better in Classic. Compared to the people who are like, nah, you just don't understand. You got to start doing keys and hit key 12 and key 13. But then you hit all these other keys. Where I got to go? I got to make my way all the way down here because I got to go see Hemet Nessingwary. Yeah, Hemet. I got to go meet Hemet Nessingwary. Here's the thing. Dual spec wouldn't have been so bad if they did it properly. If when you got the dual spec and you got your talent trees and you add, you know, a more option to customize your character to make it feel like something you'd want to play. That would have been great, but they didn't do that. Oh, wait, why aren't I using my Ghost Wolf? Now you're just running around, and it's a nightmare to do all that. Oh, what level is this? Ah, shit, 35. No, sorry, Raptors. That's your flower. You can have it. You can have it. Get off me. Here, have that one. You can have that. I'm out. I'm out. Oh shit, here it comes. Heal, 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 heal. Boom. Alkalis. We'll just drop that there. And now get away. Strength of the Paladin. No, that's okay. I don't want to learn about the Paladin. I actually can't stand Paladins. I'm like a lot of other people in this game where I'm just like, oh, that's a Paladin. Besides, I don't like playing on Alliance. I like Horde. Booty Bay. Okay, yeah, he was near Booty Bay, if I remember it. Yeah, Nessingwary was near Booty Bay. It's different. I know it's different for you. Whee! Actually, I felt something when those raptors were trying to eat my face. Because I was like, oh, I cannot take on 2 level 35 creatures, even though I'm level 32. Like, that felt great. Maybe if I could got near 1, I might have been able to take 1 down. Ah, shit.
Something first.
I might have been able to solo 1, but nah. Yeah, this world is actually dangerous. It feels alive. It feels so much better to play in Classic. The whaling. I gotta get rid of that quest. There's no one to do dungeons with on this server. 1,000 needles. Okay, let's see. Hemet Nessingwary. The package for an old customer of mine. The dwarf named Hemet Nessingwary. The package took weeks to arrive, and Hemet's long gone by now. He said he was going to Stranglethorn Vale to hunt the beast there, but he left me money to send his delivery when it came. Hemet is a rich dwarf, and it is a good idea to keep relations with the rich ones. Yeah, so Want to deliver the package for me? Let's see. I heard Nessingwary had his camp in Stranglehold north of Gromgold. Oh, wait. Fuck. I went the wrong way. He's up there. And reading quest text is important. I am not going to teleport because that would send me all the way back to... that would send me back all the way to 1,000 Needles. Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't want to get onto the anniversary realm. Only because they're going to release TBC, and I don't want to lose my progress. And then have to level in TBC. But I know it would be more active than the classic era. Although I can see if anyone's on. Hang on, let's see. Oh, well, spell hello.
I don't have a target.
I mean, yeah, I'll still be in classic. I just want to level classic. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to. No, god damn it. Let's see. Hang on. Am I safe? Yeah, okay. Let me log out. And let's see. Oh, wait. Hey, there's somebody here. I was about to leave. Not much. Just seeing who's on today. Because there is still somewhat of an active community on this one. Okay, shit, it was this way. Same hole, same hill. Yeah, seems about that. Seems right. Type slash who? It's me. That's one person found in Stranglethorn. Like, the server is really, really dead. Zone, guild, race. How do I change it to everything? Refresh. Zero people found. Okay, I don't know how to do that. That was not correct, though. There's Gromgold. Let me get back to Gromgold. Came from Legion remixing. So I'm supposed to go north. Fuck. Okay. Alright, there are quests here I could take, but I've already got quests back, and I want to do the Shimmering Flats quest first. Hemet, where are you at, Hemet? Hemet. Yeah, there are raids on the server. And you gotta hit of course you gotta hit max level. Oh shit. There, oh, that should be his camp over there, right? No, this ain't it. Alal Ruins. The Tomb of Tel Rasha. Okay, I remember the camp should be around here somewhere. Ah, shit. No, okay, hang on. Pop that there. Pop that there and run. Not familiar with Legion. Oh, God, don't be familiar with it. Ah, these fucking basilisks. Ah, I'm gonna die. I just need to get up here.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Oh my God, did I somehow survived. Good, not familiar with Legion. Good. What do you rate Pally time? 250. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, you're informative. You know your stuff. I definitely need to work on the editing. Where is this fucking... Where are you at, Nessingwary? Oh, there you are. Question mark. Where am I? Let me see, though. What I was trying to do was look up, see what has the most horde friendly server in Classic. Classic Anniversary Horde servers. Fresh anniversaries that are progressing into the TBC. I don't care about that. I just want to be play choosing mode the play PvP, Night Slayer, or PvE Dream Scythe servers. I'm going to join the PvE server Dream Scythe if you prefer to avoid open. No, I like open world PvP. Night Slayer is an option for those who enjoy PvP. The anniversary server is launched November 2024. Phase 5. I don't care. I just want to know. Let's do horde heavy servers. Dream Scythe or Spine Shatter EU. I don't know if I want to play on an EU server. Maybe streaming is easy. Streaming is nice. You don't have to edit anything and everything is done on camera. I'm just trying to find the server thing. Let's see. I used to know a site that would tell me what the servers were. Legion was just too many spaceships, in my opinion. It sounds like Star Wars. It was. It was basically a Star Wars ripoff. It was terrible. Simply terrible. Oh, I forgot to do that. Shit, this whole time I forgot to do that. I forgot to watch myself for the past 3 hours to earn my drop. I don't remember what the drop is either for, let me see. What was the Warcraft drop for this one? Little Coteal. Little Coley. Oh, it was just a pet? Patrick, yeah, I've seen Patrick. Patrick the Pure is great. That's, again, that's content made with love for the game. Let's exit. 3 messages. Let me see. Patrick the Pure. I think that's the last thing we'll watch. This will be the last thing I watch, and then we'll stop for the day. True Valley Power.
In a jar. Easy. Now you try. First, get a jar. Patrick, that's
The Ashbringer.
Yes.
A.m. on a Sunday. Oh, it's Monday for you. Dude. Yeah, it was cooler when it was faction locked, I'll say that. Back when Paladin was alliance only. The Naru. No, Horde is not really. That's okay, I prefer Shaman. I also prefer when the Naru were, you know, the light, and it wasn't weird. And, oh, there was so much better lore in the old days. From that day onward, he was known as Patrick the Pure, and spent the rest of his life purifying the land.
You need a jar.
Oh, wait, you know what? Hang on. This is the last thing we'll watch.
Brothers, thank you for your cooperation during the globule check at the door. We must remain vigilant and ensure the icky oxygen thieves known as girls don't infiltrate.
This is 100% true. Everything he's saying, and it applies to any fandom.
Ruin our hallowed spaces. Which brings me to the topic of today's sermon, the class of sub-hominids known as females. Females, or girls, have a few distinct physiological differences from real humans. Firstly, no skin sacs for globule insertion, proving the Space King made them inferior on purpose. Secondly, they contain a pressurized nutrient reactor inside their stomachs that can grow new humans. How do the new humans get there, you ask? Well, I don't know. Now, why did Space King give us these creatures instead of endless boys? It's simple. To tempt us from his path. As a test. Which is why they have these. Boobies.
Watched this so many times and I still love it.
Boobies are evil. We mustn't look at boobies. Boobies would take Space King and reshape it into their image if given the chance. How would they destroy Space King, Hatemonger? Excellent question, Hate Mace. The same way they destroy everything. Commerce. This is how much, on average, females spend versus males. Is it any wonder that the greedy money grubbers in charge distort things you love to cater to them? Which is why we must sell untold lunchboxes and garments. But wouldn't that make us the greedy money grubbers? Yes, Hate Mace, but for a good cause. Space King. Brothers,
If you wish to be the first line of defense against the ruination of things you hold sacred, then support the survival of things like Space King, so that our crusade may continue. You're not canon. The No Girls Allowed lunchbox and B positive garments are available for a very limited time only. Link in the description. Fund more episodes of Space King.
The funny thing is, he's actually correct. This is why a lot of stuff gets catered to different crowds and different audiences, and it just kind of falls apart. Oh, man. All right, who else is live so I can raid into somebody? Unfortunately, nobody who's not less popular than me, so my raid would be worthless. But thanks everybody who tuned in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.